Hi folks, Mike here from Random Acts of Cooking. I watched a YouTube video with Eric from Garden Fork and he made what was called a 10-minute pizza dough. That's kind of stretching a little bit because the 10-minute is just the resting period, but you still have to put the ingredients together and mix it up. But it's still going to be better than waiting for hours for the pizza dough to rise and all that sort of stuff. So I thought I'd make a pizza on this cold, rainy day outside and cook inside and try that recipe and see how it works. So let me show you. Okay, to get started, 2 cups of flour. I'm using a bread flour because it's what I have. 1½ teaspoons of sugar, 3/4 teaspoon of salt, 1 packet or 4 ounces of rapid rise instant yeast. We'll get all of these dry ingredients mixed up, then we'll go over to the mixer. Now while the mixer's mixing here, we're just on low right now, we're going to add 3 tablespoons of oil and 2/3 cup of 110-degree water to activate the yeast. Alright, we got that kind of mixed up, so let's get this mixing wand off of here, and we're going to put on the dough hook. We're going to need this for about 2 to 4 minutes. We'll put it on number 4. Okay, our dough has been kneaded. You see it's all pulled away from the sides. That's it. Now we'll go back over to the workbench and show you the next step. Lightly oiled hands. We'll take this dough and just kind of fold it under just a few times. This is going to be warm. The warm water is what's going to activate the yeast in here. And we got our little ball, just like that. I got a little bit of flour on this saran wrap to keep it from sticking too bad. And now we're just going to wrap this in our saran wrap. That's it. Let that sit there for about 10 minutes. See you shortly. Now while that dough is sitting there, we've got a couple of little things we can do here. I want to warm this oven up to pretty much as high as I can get it. I don't know what this will go up to. I've never had it this high. But we're approaching 500. Okay, 500 is as high as it will go. We'll hit the start. I have my pizza stone here. I'm going to put that in. That's got to get warmed up. I put it in my pizza rack. Put the pizza stone on the rack, and it's one down from the very top level. So this is going to sit here for a while and get really smoking hot. Okay, the intention is to have kind of a pepperoni and onion pizza. So I have this 3 pepper onion blend. I don't want to put them on frozen, so I want them actually to get a little caramelization and brown them a little bit. So I've got my skillet. I'll put a little bit of the Zhang's stir-fry oil, garlic infused oil in here. And we are going to brown these veggies just a little bit. And to kick up the flavor of these veggies a little bit, I have my Heaven-Made product. It's incredible. I'm just going to sprinkle a little bit on these just to give it a light seasoning. Here's an interesting note. These frozen onion mix, there was a lot of moisture in them. I got a lot of the moisture out so it won't get the pizza wet, but they don't want to seem to caramelize and start to turn brown, so I'm going to say that's good enough. Anyway, alright, on to the next step. Okay, back to our pizza dough. This has actually risen a little bit inside the bag. It's kind of opened itself up. So, and it's been just a shade over 10 minutes, so it's supposed to be ready. So I don't get it to stick to the pizza peel, I'm going to reflour this. And now it's just a matter of making this into a round piece of pizza dough. Okay, it's round-ish. That's close enough. Now I got some olive oil. I don't know, what is it? Oh, extra virgin olive oil. We're just going to sprinkle just a little bit on the top and spread that around. Okay, I have just a jar of Kroger pizza sauce. We're going to sprinkle some of that on there. We don't want to drown it in sauce, just to give a little bit of a tomatoey flavor. Get that spread around. You can use more sauce if you want, or you can use less. It's your pizza. Do what you want. Now, just to zazz this up a little more, I have some whole Italian seasoning. Just a very light sprinkle, just to add a little more zazz to it. Of course, it wouldn't be pizza without some cheese, so I have just my Kroger mozzarella cheese. I would say you can put as much as you like, but I think that's not going to work, but get a good layer of cheese on it anyway. This is, how much is this? Well, this is an 8-ounce package. I think I'm going to use it all. Nope, not quite using all of it. There's a little bit in reserve. Now we're going to put on our onion mixture. Yeah, I'm going to hold a little bit of that in reserve too. And some pepperoni. And that little bit of cheese that was in reserve, I'm going to go ahead and use the rest of it. Alright, our oven is really hot, 500 degrees. It's been there for several minutes now. So let's go over to the oven. Alright, this oven is really hot. I've never had it up to 500 degrees, so in we go on the pizza stone. Okay, we're going to keep a real close eye on this. It's only going to take maybe 6 or 7 minutes, so we'll look at it in about 5 and see how we're doing. Okay, it's been 5 minutes. You can see we're not quite there yet, so maybe another couple minutes, we'll be back. Okay, 7 minutes. Bubbling and cheese is starting to brown. Alright, I think we're going to get this out of here.
Yeah. Look at that. That really rose up nice.
A little bit stuck to the pizza pan inside there. Kind of tore it up. Maybe I should have put some cornmeal on the bottom. Something like that. Anyway, we still got a good portion of it here. We'll let this cool down and cut into it. Yeah, there's the part that kind of stuck to the pizza stone. You see it got nice and toasty on the bottom, but it didn't stick. Anyway, oh, this is hot. I gotta set it down. Okay, here's our homemade 10-minute quote-unquote pizza. Nice crust on the bottom. Bubbly cheese browning on the top. Alright, let's take a bite. Alright, my test piece of homemade pizza. You know, this turned out pretty darn good for only being maybe a little over half an hour from start to finish. I'm surprised that the 10-minute pizza dough that has to rest 10 minutes was pretty easy to do, especially with the stand mixer. And that little bit of extra whole Italian seasoning that I put on there, I can taste it. It made it more Italian, for lack of a better word. But yeah, it added just a teensy bit more zing to the flavor. All right, this worked pretty good. Thanks, Eric. Catch you next time. And I'll see if I can remember to put the recipe in the description box, which should be easy to do. All right, catch you later, folks. Bye-bye.